Hello and welcome. It's a little dark. Maybe I'll brighten it up. Hold on. Welcome in, everybody. Make it a little bit brighter. Not too bright, just a little bit. Put some light up in there. That's a little bit better. Still see a lot of shadow, but that is what it's going to be for now. How is everybody's lovely Saturday morning? How's everyone doing? Hello, Casey. Hello, VL. Welcome in. Please hit the like button on your way in. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you very much. Gonna fix the lighting while people find that we're live. Gonna do a thank you and an unboxing with you guys in a second. All right. All right. Let's see. There we go. That's probably gonna be too much light in my face, but it's all good. Okay. So, how is everybody? Hello, Vensa. Vesna? Did I say that wrong? Hello, Saul. Amanda. Welcome in. Elise. I think that's what that says. Hello. Good morning. So we'll use one of my old tarot decks, I think, too. But we're going to use a brand new tarot deck today. So to the person who went out of their way and purchased this for me, thank you. Thank you very much. Let's see what we got. Okay. I didn't see this. Thank you for sharing your psychic medium, clairs, and clear knowing gifts. Please accept a small token for speaking the unfiltered truth. Always stay unapologetically you. From Naya. Thank you, Naya. Thank you very much. So the tarot deck I have from Naya is the Modern Witch Tarot deck. So this is something we're going to play with today. I do believe this was on my wish list for Amazon, probably for a while. All right, so, and I had decided this morning laying in bed, this has been at my house for a couple of days. I had decided this morning, we're going to read this one, but we're going to read this one upright. I don't know. Sometimes you just have to trust the psyche. Okay. Oh, I was going to use my little cleaver knife tool, but it's kind of busted. Still worked. Almost knocked the table over. Here we go. Good morning. Please remember to hit that like button. Now, hopefully, they're more on the positive note of things. I can't guarantee that once we go to the tarot deck that's going to be upright in reverse. I can't guarantee that at all. It's just going to be what needs to be said. But as far as this tarot deck goes, we'll see what happens. We will ask what's showing up, and we will roll with that. Comes with a nice little hardcover book. That's pretty cool. I'll never read it. That's pretty cool. I love it. I shouldn't say that. Maybe one day I'll read it, but statistics say he won't. Statistics say he will not do that. All right. Yeah. Oh, they're so clean. I feel like I'm gonna get them dirty. Like my hands are gonna make them dirty, or this table's gonna make them dirty. They're so white and bright. And that's the back of them. And the first card is the Fool. Oh, look at that. The opening card, the Magician, that's on the actual box itself. The case label. Okay. I want to shuffle them, but I'm like, I need to shuffle them. But I'm going to keep them all upright. So I'm going to just, I'm not going to shuffle on the table. I'm just going to shuffle in my hands. Okay. And then we'll do all signs. Pretty sturdy. Not too bad. I'm kind of liking it. What's this card right here? This card's kind of sticking out at me. It's the only one. Okay. That's the card we want out of the deck. There we go. I like how they made it obvious. All right. Here we go. I hope everybody had a good start to the weekend and has a strong finish. We will start in, I guess, in order. It's just easier, especially because I don't have banners anymore. All right. Let's see what happens. What's showing up? Zodiac sign of Aries. What's the message for the zodiac sign of Aries? Woo. What is showing up for Aries? Okay. Oh, that's crazy. I don't know if it's going to let me read these upright. One of them flipped over, and I think that's reversed. Love. Oh my God, it is love. Okay, so I did see the 10 of Cups when I was asking, and it did fall out, and I put it back like, love isn't showing up for Aries. That can't be correct. And the lover shows up first with strength behind it. Strength did show up in the reverse, so we will flip that upright. And the Chariot. So Aries could feel like they need to be on the go, or they need to move towards love. I feel like that has been something that's been weighing heavily on your mind. I feel like internally you're aware of this, that you want to find this fortune, that you're looking for this balance, that you don't want to feel like the hangman stuck. Why do I get the energy like some of you are just trying to enjoy or find practical choices or chances, have them come towards you? Like this means a lot to you. At this time, especially at this time, I feel like it's something you've kind of put on the back burner too. And you can't keep it on the back burner any longer. It's just not working. And it does feel like for some of you, travel feels like it's the answer. Not all of you, but some of you, travel is the answer. Others of you could have the theory or the thoughts of, are they going to travel towards me? What the fuck? Here we go. Here we go for Aries. Oh my God. Knight of Wands. I just get this, I want to take chances energy with Aries. The Death and the Knight of Wands, the Page of Wands with communicating, 10 of Wands with the 9 of Wands. Some of you are sick of fighting battles that go nowhere. The 10 of Wands to the 9 of Wands upright to the 8 of Wands. And that could be why you feel like you need to be on the go. Okay. 7 of Wands. You've got a lot of fire energy. You're tired. It's telling me that if you were guarded at one time, you're trying to move away from that energy. Also, that with the 6 of Wands to the 5 of Wands, you want to see victory with no fighting. I feel like you're trying to find a place to open your heart or to look for passion and love. So a lot of Aries, I'm done. You're all about love right now, Aries, is what it's telling me. You want love and you don't want to feel separated from the party because it's telling me this is how you've been feeling with the 4 of Cups. Add a 5 of Cups on top of it, at a loss from love. You're willing to play with your imagination. I feel like you're also trying to release things that had bothered you from the past with the 6 of Cups to the 8 of Cups, learning and enjoying the excitement of walking away and starting over. 9 of Cups is all about you wanting to fill your cup. Fill your cup with what? A lot of love. Accept maybe a love offer or allow yourself to move towards one or one to move towards you. I do feel like you are emotionally aware of this and you want that emotional like king or queen with you. I get this energy like I just want the clarity. Is it is it too late? I almost feel like some of you don't come across like you feel as if it's too late. You try to become unbothered by something that does bother you, is what I'm getting. 2 of Swords to the Ace of Swords. I feel like you made clarity that the things that have upset you or hurt you in the past with the 3 of Swords energy, you're tired of thinking about. It's like you don't want to sit in a past energy. I don't feel like you want to fight for things that didn't work out. You just want to move towards things that feel like they can work out. You also may feel as if every time you want to appreciate the situation, it comes with a little bit of regret, fear, or anxiety. Regret, fear, of anxiety, almost like a lost cause. Wondering if you should start the communication all over. The end of the day, I don't feel like you're going to give up, is what this tells me. This makes me feel like you're not going to give up or you're going to continue to be constructive with your words. I'm going to give you a little bit more. But we're going to pick them up. Let's see what else we get. You'll be very, very resourceful. I'm going to tell you for the next 4 to 6 months, you're going to be very resourceful as well. I just feel like things in a financial I get this financial or health scheme of situations will improve. I'm going to be real with you. I get the energy around you, like things that. So if you, some of you, if it was like you felt held back from the world or you were holding back from situations, I feel like you're starting to enjoy yourself more. I get this, I need to enjoy myself more energy with you. But I also get this, I might start taking better care of myself. Or some of you, even it's about wanting to change the way you look. Something I now my clairvoyance is opening up. Something about the way I look, I would like to change this. Some of you could just be as simple as a wardrobe, changing the way you dress. But some of you, it has something precise to do with your looks, enhancing your looks, whatever that's about. Here we go. Let's keep rolling. Show me something for Aries. It tells, okay, I get the message here. Some of you may feel like you're not sure of where you're heading. So it's almost like you're gonna move in a direction regardless. You're just unsure of the direction you're that's gonna make sense. Something about I feel the strong wanting clarity on the situation. Hold on a second. Look at this. As I said that, look at the card that showed up. Wanting clarity. Ace of Swords. 2 shuffles. I love it. I love when the shit makes sense. When it just like, just tell them. Just let them know. And then look who showed up after. Holy shit. Then you showed up. I feel like you're not afraid to learn what's going to work and what's not. I feel like you've put a lot of thought and effort into this, or feelings. And I feel like you've let go of any sorrow or regret of the past, and you just want to move forward constructively. I get a little bit of creatively, but it feels more constructive and in sync, not only with love, but with preparation, financial, and kind of the external beauty that you have, making the acceptance a little more notable or recognizable. I get some kind of shit like that with you. Here we go. Let's go. Knight of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. So you do want to be excited. Excited about what? What do you want to be excited about? You just got to jump. Oh, keep showing me the 5 of... Why does it show me that? Let's see what happens. See if it comes out. King of Swords. So far, no. But it did try twice. It didn't jump, though. Some of you are wanting to be very excited about the direction your career goes in, or the way you... I get a lot about the way you move forward, or the things you discover. That you have a reading that without any happy cards on the table, it's telling me something. I'm getting the energy off of the tarot where it's like you want full fulfillment, and it doesn't necessarily have to mean like fame, but it's like I get this. I wanted all energy, love, money, everything, the looks. What do I feel like ownership's important to you. What's going on? Hold on a second. Show me something else for the zodiac sign of Aries, please. What do we have for Aries? Zodiac sign of Aries. What's the message for them? Outcomes, 3 of Pentacles, judgments. So is it about... So it's almost like you want everything with the Ace of Pentacles to the 3 of Pentacles to the judgments. And I just kind of said this. You want the happiness. You want it all. There's no secret that you want it from the beginning. The sun comes up to the minute the moon arrives. The star. This is something I feel like you've been silently manifesting for quite some time. A lot of you may have felt in the past, I do feel like this is past tense energy. A lot of you may have felt like the world was out to get you, or wasn't, things weren't turning out to be the scheme of things that you were desiring or hoping for. There's a lot of desire energy there. And I do feel like this is something you've learned to overcome. Okay, here we go. Or you're working on now. 4 of Wands. Some of you it had to do with, some of you may have had a real big love for somebody that you walked away from, that even if today you say that you wouldn't let them back in your hearts of hearts, it would be extremely hard for you not to. Something about that with this Four of Wands. If they tried to communicate, I feel like you would let them rush in towards you. You would pick up that communication. I do think you'd be a little nervous about making the judgment on it, worrying about what, like, be a little conflicted or wondering if it's a bad idea. Seven of Swords, if it can be trust or if you should move away from it. Go to the bottom. Three of Wands. I do feel like you are a single person. And I feel like you're learning how to trust yourself. The Three of Wands to the Two of Wands to the Ace of Wands to the Temperance card. It looks to me, with the Ace of Wands, you're becoming creative and passionately aware of the things that intrigue you, inspire you. You know, maybe you could be opening up to like what you truly want inside. Some of you, it's fast paced. There's, I would tell you, for the women, I hate to say this, guys. I hate to say this, and this isn't a biased opinion. This is a psychic opinion. For the women, it's moving faster than the men. So if you're a woman, Aries, what I'm telling you here is actually working in your favor a little faster than the men, or being trusted a little stronger than the men would. Okay, let me give you some of the other tarot deck. Let's keep going. Let me just turn this away from me because it's getting a little too warm in here. The Red Bull hasn't kicked in yet, so I'm not like 1,000% like giddy. It may kick in, it may not. I should have had a 24 ounce. But then again, I don't really want heartburn. Anything else you want me to show Aries? Kind of a quick message because I just gave him a very long one. And if I'm not careful, I'll have people like, this message was like 1.5 minutes long. And I hopefully don't do that to any zodiac signs today. But here we go. Let's go. I don't worry. The message is what it is. Or it's as long as it can be. On a good note, I do have more tarot decks coming. I just ordered some this morning. Just because I have a shitload of tarot decks around me. Oracle cards, tarot decks. I mean, like mountains on this table. Over there, over on that table, over here, up there, over there in that corner, up there. But I'm like, you know something? I want some new energy to play with. Some brand new cards. And I liked the drawings on some. I was so in a rush after buying some from one place. I went to another and I bought the same deck. So I'm probably going to give one of the decks away. Here we go. All right. I thought I did too. And then I saw it and I'm like, shit. Thank you for the super chat. All right. Anything else for the zodiac sign of Aries? Anything else for the zodiac sign of Aries? Here we go. Show me something for Aries. Something up for Aries. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. Oh, shit. I got to drink some Red Bull for you. All right. What do we have for Aries at this time? And only take what makes sense to you. And if it doesn't yet, I wouldn't negate it or try to correct it. Some people try to correct things and they don't realize the shit I'll say doesn't have to mean it's already happened. It just means it could be in a line to happen. That's usually if I read you specifically, but it does happen in the tarot that I read as well. All right, here we go. Aries. What is with you and the love bug shit? It's telling me you want communication. You want this. You want love. I feel like love is the spark of interest and happiness you want to rush towards. I feel like you're the momentum you're building is. Have you been feeling like you've been so patiently awaiting the arrival of something that hasn't shown up or that you haven't chased? Is that the message? I feel like the work wasn't put in, and I feel like you're aware of this. I feel like the work was put in other areas of your life, and I feel like now you're not doing. You're not so stuck on that. Somehow, is it something because you know you don't want to miss that close connection of love? I feel like you don't want to lose out on what? A victory. And I do feel like you have felt like this in the past and relatively soon. I do feel like it's something that you weighs heavily on your mind. The more you try to say, no, it doesn't bother me, or the communication that doesn't exist, I can just focus on the other things that I want. Those other things have not been making you happy. I'm sorry, but they haven't. And I feel like you're learning. I feel like you're learning, okay, I've got some of what I want, but it's not everything that I want. And I need to figure out how to get everything I want so I can have that passion. I can create that love. I can have what I want. That person communicates to me and I communicate to them. And it brings in great honor, integrity, love. Love. And I'm telling you, everything balances everything out. Maybe until death do us part. Maybe feeling like now I'm complete. I've captured everything I want. The fortunes, the wheel, everything's now in my favor. It might have taken a lot of lessons and balance before it became something that you really decided, can I trust? And I do feel like you're learning to see. I feel like this is a learning message. I feel like it's teaching you that even though it might have felt like you were blindfolded or holding back, now's the time to move. Now is the time not to worry about the things that have upset you. This is the message for Aries. You can't worry about what's upset you. You can't worry about what's been done or how things went. You've got to worry about where they're going. And I feel like Aries is very, very wide awake to this message. And I feel like there's not going to be much that gets in your way. The only thing that's going to get in your way at this time is if you stop manifesting the beliefs of what you want or asking for them right now. Open up, because I feel like you have that chance, that spark, and do it. Do it. It doesn't matter if you do it laying down on your pillow, putting your hands under your head, looking up at the ceiling, of looking up through the skylight, whatever you're doing, staring at the stars, whatever you're doing, I'm going to tell you, do it without any fear and anxiety. And don't worry about what will come and won't come. Everything that's happened has taught you lessons and taught you where you are for a reason. I feel like now you're feeling like I have to move. All right. The only person that will miss out at the end of the trip is you. You know what I mean? Like sometimes we hold back, or we feel like we need to fight for something, and then we feel kind of guilty about what are we doing? Why are we doing it? I don't feel like that's the motive you're supposed to focus on. I feel like you're supposed to focus on passion. I feel like you're supposed to focus on the direction that's going to make you find one thing and solely one thing, the love that you're missing. And I feel like that's the message you need to hear. The world isn't out to get you. You may have felt like you were stuck, but the more you come out of that energy, or you move towards the goals that inspire you, or make you feel self, I feel like you're very self-efficient. So if you're an Aries and you're very self-efficient, or you have Aries moon or rising and you're a very self-efficient Aries, I feel like it's that one other thing that you need to fight for, that you've kind of not fighted for, and it's love. It's not saying yes to love, it's saying no to love. And I feel like now's the chance. I feel like now is the time. Not only do you need to open up your imagination, you have to let go of the things that have hurt you. Cut free of those feelings or thoughts. They don't help, and that's why she's in reverse. She's getting over it. She's recognizing what she's been missing, and he's reminding themselves who they are, and that it's not. I feel like it's almost like a pep talk reading for Aries, but that's what I see for the zodiac sign of Aries. Here we go. All right, to Taurus. I did not expect to give Aries such a long message, to be honest. That was my bad. Aries, you got like a freaking reading that was way too long. All right, but let's keep going. Taurus. Okay. Taurus. What do we have for the zodiac sign of Taurus? What is going on? What is showing up? These cards are a little hard to shuffle. I almost shuffled them the wrong way because of getting comfortable with my own deck. So let's not do that. Let's not put a bend in them. Let's just go upright like I did for Aries. What is here? What's showing up for the zodiac sign of Taurus? What do we have for Taurus? Ooh, that came flying out. The Hanged One. What else is here? Communication. And patience. And trust. So are you learning that? So for some of you, there's two storylines here already. For some of you, you're the older person, and it was trying to help a younger person, or be patient with them, or trust the process. Others of you, it isn't helping a younger person. It's opening up the Hangman to the Page of Wands to Tempest to High Priestess. It's letting go of situations that you may have felt you were not included in. So if you weren't helping somebody younger and you were the younger one, you may not have felt included into the situation correctly for the younger person, or felt like at a distance to the situation. Well, the Taurus that dealt with this is not really trying to, I feel like you're not trying to let it get the best of you. I don't feel spite or anger. I feel like you've embodied the nature of like, you're either like a teacher or a mother. Something about being a teacher or a mom in the situation, something like that. And I do get the energy like you're trying to figure out what lesson was here for you to learn. What the hell? Here we go. Let's keep going. The Magician. I also see the energy where some of you are trying to figure out what's going to establish a stronger happiness. And it doesn't, I'm not going to say necessarily just in love. This makes me feel more like pronunciation on a career, on figuring out what's going to fit, or should I go towards a different direction, or should I add to what I do now? Maybe picking up a second career, or even a third one, something like that. Doing more. I just get this doing more energy with the Magician and the Fool. Should I take the risks? Is it, can I manage it? Can I make this work kind of energy? Here we go. Show me something. What's showing up for Taurus? Wow, that's a lot. Some of you may have felt like you were going to have to move. Some of you may have also felt like at times where you wanted to believe everything was fine and working out. I almost feel like there were setbacks with career or making money. So I feel like things were going good for a while and then they kind of abruptly stopped. And I feel like you're aware of this. And I feel like you're watching me right now and you're like, how the fuck does he know this kind of energy? The Queen of Pentacles. And now I feel like you're putting the work back towards this Taurus. And I think that's a smart investment, not only in yourself, but in achieving, recognizing that I just don't feel like you're being foolish here. And I don't feel like you need to be afraid of opening that door. I feel like if I had to give you an answer, it's a yes. If I had to tell you no or yes psychically on if you wanted to attain more, or go after a goal and it actually work in your favor, whether it's the first or second goal, that's nor here nor there, irrelevant to me. But whatever goal it is or goals you have, something you want works out, your answer would be a yes for me. Here we go. The Knight of Pentacles. But you got to put the work in. You got to move towards it. Page of Pentacles. I think you're going to do this. This is telling me you're probably going to do this. The Ten of Pentacles tells me that it will come to a completeness. It may involve brand new people, something about brand new people or connections. It may bring in more than you expected. The Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles is you getting ready for the work or being ready to go towards the work. And it's funny. I looked at the Fool. Look at this. So I looked at the Fool. I looked at the Magician. And while it's talking about the things that you've had to deal with or tolerate, whether you were the younger person or the older person, whether you were the mother, the child, whatever you were in this scenario, as I saw that part of the reading. I get to the Magician and the Fool. There's no money cards out. The next 7 cards are all financial cards or maybe health cards even. But it feels more like the financial gains, picking up something. Some of you, it's about not being upset, about being in a position that you enjoy. I get this. I was in a position I enjoy, but I didn't really enjoy either the people or the pay. It's something like that, and you are very aware of this. I feel like you've learned that some things may have felt like they were not, you might not have felt like everything was being shared with you. Something was not being shared with you or holding you back from being extremely passionate about something that you're already passionate about, something like that. Let's go a little deeper. Anything else? No, that didn't feel right. We're going to keep going. Anything else for Taurus? What's showing up? Transformation. I feel like you've gone through a strong transformation. Some of you, it's either a strong transformation. Some of you could have had the worries of somebody passing at the same time. It may have transformed you or helped you with ideas. I feel like it's helping you balance out ideas or open up the awareness and gifts you have to offer. The Seven of Pentacles is about you putting the investment and time into it. The Eight of Swords to the Ten of Swords to the Page of Swords. Some of you may have had fear or been worried about making this decision to do something. When I say to do something, some of you, it was maybe to, it could have been a little worried or hesitant on relocation. Something about, I was a little hesitant or worried to relocate. I didn't know if I was making the right, moves, the right waves, if I should go towards it, or if I need to talk about it and really think about if this is the right way to go, or if it's what's best. I feel like overall the travel makes sense. So whether it's a travel just for like a vacation, it's a travel for work, or it's a travel just to live somewhere else, it may be what's good for you. I'm done. It may be what's good for you with the Chariot. It may be what helps you manifest what you're looking for. I also see that your awareness with celebrations. So it tells me you have a very open awareness about having a connection with somebody, having it all, getting the right outcome, the happiness with a partner. Three of Pentacles, building that, establishing that relationship. I get this wanting to see the change, wanting to hold on to that change. Some of you, I do feel as if before that comes in, you're going to have to take care of your situation. I feel like your situation moves forward. And you may also have to just cut out anything that tries to come at you sideways or negatively, or with any negative energy. Just speak the truth and head towards the victories that are going to put you on your journey. Don't let anybody get in the way. This is your journey. And the only person who's going to be looking back at it is you. Okay? I do see you being playful, but I also do feel like you will have times where you get a little bit, where you kind of leave, you stay away from the flock or the crowd. You don't entertain yourself with things that are going to upset you, meddling behaviors. I don't feel like you're going to let that happen right now. You feel too much like an entrepreneur who's willing to find love, but knows like they have their ducks in order or has to get things right. You feel like you're really focused on career or rebuilding of career, but actually ready for love. Or I don't feel like you would say no to love. I feel like you would be open to it. I'm over it. The woman would be open to love, Nine of Cups, but she's fine on her own. But this isn't something that's too far away from her. I just feel like it's not the time. The Eight of Cups makes me feel like it's not the time. Your imagination may think about it. The Five of Cups is I don't feel like you need to focus on any sorrows or regrets of Six of Cups, the past. I feel like just believe in the love that you're going to share in the future, because it's there for you. It's there for the taking. The King of Wands, the man's out there. Holy shit, the woman's out there with the Queen of Wands energy. It just may not be showing up for you at this time. But I feel like you're fighting for yourself right now, or maybe for those you love and care about. And I feel like that's your importance in this message. Holy hell. All right. You guys like the cards upright? I haven't done this in a long time. That's why I was like doing it this morning. It's getting done. You tell me if you like them upright. I'll read the comments. I know YouTube's a little delayed. I'm going to drink some Red Bull. Okay. No, we're still on Taurus. But look at that, Gemini. I saw Gemini time, and look at that one split. Ain't that some shit? Oh, look at trying to give Gemini accolades and shit. Gemini, the magician. I'm not. I'll stop. I'll stop it. All right. Holy shit. All right, here we go. God damn, it's warm here. I gotta shut that off. Wow. I didn't mean that in vain. Here we go. Anything else for Taurus? Geminis. Geminis. I feel like Geminis, whatever's going on in the air, you've been very talkative lately. A little more than the average. If you're already an outspoken Gemini, I feel like it's just been more. It's been more of like you just blurt shit out. Like it's almost like you over communicate when you talk. Try to see if you're doing that. Oh shit. And that's for both sexes. Imagine that. Here we go. Welcome in, Leslie. Anything else for Taurus? Anything else for Taurus? What is the message for Taurus? Show me something for Taurus, the zodiac sign of Taurus. Some of you Tauruses need to start working on saving your money. How many of you does that make sense to? That whatever you've been putting whatever work you've been putting in, or whatever you want to fix. Something about I want to put the work in, but I also want to fix things. I want to fix things around my area, my house, my yard, shit like that. Save the money. I'm going to tell you, fix some, but save some. Same, but different kind of energy. All right. Oh, I hope this is making sense to y'all. Here we go. Let's go. I woke up like, when you wake up and you're like, your eyes are still like heavy and tired. That's how I woke up this morning. So like, I'm not super giddy, and that's just not a fucking enough Red Bull. I should have went and got a coffee, but then I would have had to read too fast, and I'm still reading a little slower than I should be for the time frame that I have. Here we go. Let's see what we have. It's card 2. Okay, I think you need to invest in not only yourself, but something tells me it's wise for you to be your own. I want you to invest, and I don't want anybody to take control of what you want to invest in. So if I tell you that I think you should invest not only in yourself a little bit more than you may have been doing, I'm trying to tell you not just do that. That's not the important part. The important part I see with the 2 cards in front of me, invest a little more in saving money. I don't want to control you. I don't want you to do things to where you're saving so much money, you're scrambling to pay the bills, or you're not getting the things done that you think are going to bother you. I just want you to have that cushion. I also don't want you to feel like anything can really sway your decision. So even me telling you what I think would be beneficial for you, it has to be because it's right for you. That's what the Emperor and the 4 of coins are actually, the 9 of coins are kind of like blowing in my face. All right, here we go. Anything else for Taurus? Let's go. The Chariot. Maybe investing, maybe saving up the money. Have some of you had car issues, or some of you, is your car older, or has it caused a little bit of issues, or have you decided maybe I want to get something a little bit more comfortable, or something? Some of you, it's about making a decision on if I invest in the vehicle. Here, give me something else, please. Here we go. Travel. So some of you are trying to find clarity on what is going to make the right sense. It's almost like you want to make the right move without making the wrong move. Some of you may have felt like you've invested in people and they don't know how to invest in themselves, and you're trying not to carry the anxiety of the situation. I feel like you've spoken what you've spoken, but you need to keep strong and focus on what's good for you. I feel like you were aware of what you were trying to help with, but I feel like it became, I don't want to say shallow, but distant. I feel like your words became either, I'm not going to say non-logical, but just irrational to a mindset that is just not ready. You might have been dealing with somebody that's a little too immature to listen to what you had to say. So I feel like you had value to a conversation with somebody, and you might have had multiple conversations with this person, and it didn't do any justice. Okay, let's keep going. Eight of Cups. Some of you, 8 of Cups to the 4 of Wands to Justice to the 6 of Wands to the 9 of Cups, Temperance, and the Star. I feel like your message is you're not supposed to let things get to you right now. The shortcomings of people not listening to you, or people not really, I almost get like they didn't respect what I had to offer energy. And it does feel like it's a younger energy. You could also be an air sign. I get this, you're either an air sign. You have this, you're an earth sign, or you have an air placement, or you got moon and rising Taurus, and you're an air sign with the star card staring at me. I feel air energy with this, with the lack of communication, with not getting the balance, wanting to see the victories with communication with a younger person. It's just driving me fucking nuts. The Knight of Cups and the Lovers reversed and the Judgment. I almost feel like the communication fell on deaf ears. I feel like something became silenced that shouldn't have been silenced, that could have had a lot of balance. I feel like you had great wisdom and knowledge to teach a person, but it was up to them to move forward. And I don't feel like this young person listened. I feel like they didn't fucking listen. And I feel like things are still out of whack, out of balance. I feel like that tray is still trying to be balanced out. I feel like things feel like they just keep erupting the shit for this person. They may just not be ready. It could be a maturing thing. They may not be at that age where they've matured, or let things go, or they may fear trust. Trust or love. It's trust or love strongly is what I'm seeing. I do feel like they're willing to work, but they're not putting enough work and effort in. They do feel stuck too. And they're passionate about something that I feel like isn't working with them. It's been feeling like it works against them. So they may not have the best influences or had the best influences around them in the past. And I feel like that's been the thing that they hold back, that bothers them. I feel like you were there and you were aware of the situation. Something, usually I don't get you to be upside down, but I feel like you are aware of what they were going through and trying to help them release it. I feel your energy in that tarot card. Three of Swords, the past, and the Magician. I don't feel like you don't love this person. I feel like you do have love for this person. I just feel like you don't think this person's willing to listen or knows how to trust to go forward with strong change, correct change that's going to help them not feel like they're always fighting a battle. I feel like they do want that change. Why are they struggling, though, to move towards things? They're not happy. You have an unhappy energy around you. They may invite all the wrong thoughts or feelings around them. And I feel like you've been the person to put the Band-Aid on, or you've been the role model. Whether you're younger or older or vice versa, I just feel like you've been the role model. And it's just, they need to kind of get into the role on their own. That's what I see for Taurus. Okay. Now, we'll go to Gemini. I asked if these were making sense. I never even looked at the chat. That was kind of foolish. I'm like, hey, are these making sense? And then, like, I never even looked to see if anybody said anything. So let me scroll up and see if we say anything. Who knows? Oh my God, there's so many comments. I don't know. I'm never going to find them. Shit. Okay. I don't know. I didn't find them. Oh, well, no big. Gemini. Gemini. Here we go. What do we got for you? Oh, the sun. I swear somebody said something about the sun being a Gemini. I think that comment I read. Happiness and judgments and rebirth. You may have to go through a lot of excitement and rebirth energy. Some of you, it has to do around the home or the fortune. When I say the fortune, this is career or home situation. Also, reestablishing our relationships. Some of you, it's about getting closer, getting united, connecting. I almost feel like if you've been a single Gemini for a long time, or you just say whether you're single or you just haven't gotten any in a while, I don't know, something like that. I just feel like that is something that you're waiting. It's almost like I'm waiting for service, like kind of energy. I get the Gemini's like I'm waiting to be serviced, like energy. That's like, this isn't a truck stop. This isn't a fucking, like, what the fuck is going on? I get this, like, just service me already, god damn it. Like, this isn't fucking Jiffy Lube. Anyways, I don't know where the fuck that came from, but we're gonna keep going. Let's keep rolling. Let's clear the end. I gotta smoke. Oh my God, Gemini, you got me fucking laughing at you, like in a good way. I'm not at you. I should say with you. Yeah, I don't feel like you're laughing. That's horrible. That's so bad. Holy shit. Oh my God. Just smoke. Don't look at the screen. Pretend like they're not in front of you. No, it doesn't bother me. Whew. Kumbaya. Jesus. Here we go. The service engine soon light is on. Okay. Let's go. Gemini. What's showing up for Gemini? What's showing up for Gemini? The sun keeps showing up for you. Put that in screen. The sun keeps showing up, but we'll see what comes out. In my hands, it keeps showing up. Stay focused on happiness. Something about that is going to propel you. Something about that's the answer right now. Happiness always starts with you and with the things that you care about, like family. Keep that in the back of your mind, Gemini. Clarify anything for Gemini. What's showing up? Ooh, here we go. Have some of you wanted to travel? Some of you have either wanted to travel, thought about purchasing a house, or building towards a new investment, maybe starting over. Working new ideas. I get this wanting to work new ideas that brings more love and fulfillment. And holy shit, I didn't know that was sitting there. I'm looking at the 10 of Cups. I'm looking at the 8 of Wands. And then I look at the bottom of the deck, and then there's you. And then there's you being strong. And I feel like you need to be strong and confident. And I feel like you're going to, it's kind of like the cat, the strength card, like you're going to land on your feet. But like I had already said to you, you may be going through a transition or a rebirth right now. I feel like you're recognizing a lot, even if you're sitting back and not doing much with it now. So Gemini, even if you're not doing much with it now, I feel like you're going through a rebirth, and that rebirth, what's it going to bring? Third time, happiness. I feel like you're trying to establish what's worth my time, what's worth my while. How can I make this excellent or precise or correct move? How can I get to this? That lands happiness and love, connection, something about the connection, not wanting to have to worry about always having the judgment be about money or career, more or less. And it's funny I said that. So it's not the career that's sparking your interest as much as love. I feel like the venture towards opening up the doors to love and maybe establishing the right connection in a career or finding the right placement is the judgment you seek right now. You may feel conflicted with people. This does feel like it does. I almost feel like somebody could feel very combative, and you're trying to be the strength. You're trying to be the wiser of the situation. I also feel with the death card, you've tried to give peace to this situation. What the fuck happened? What did this person do? Or who is this asswipe? Because you dealt with an asswipe is what it's telling me. It does feel like this is either somebody that is platonically around you, or this like a colleague at work or a superior, something of the sort. You know what's wild? I ordered a hat. And I don't wear hats, but I'm going to wear it for you guys once it comes in a couple weeks. And it says shit show supervisor. And I feel like that's how you feel towards a supervisor. Like the person's a shit show. I don't order hats, but I'm going to wear the shit show hat. Okay. 6 of Cups. What's going on with the past for Gemini? You've moved on from the past. Some of you have moved on from past situations that have upset you. Some of you are working towards this. Clarify the Chariot. Some of you are still working towards this. This tells me you're still working on that journey. You're still trying to keep things either at bay or at a distance. Your communication will be listened to. Something about your communication will be listened to. You may have a lot of communication coming towards you in the next 2 months. You may have a lot of decision making from now to July. I feel like you're going to have a lot of decisions you have to make. Page of Swords. There are going to be some decisions you're going to be uncomfortably unaware if it's the right decision. I don't feel like you need to worry about it. I feel like you just need to stay productive. Stay productive. And don't let anybody know where the other foot's going. The Fool, what direction you want to head into. Just don't let it get to you. I told you I wasn't going to read these upside down, and that came upside down, so you get to keep that one. The rest aren't. I don't feel like you need to be worrying about what's going to happen. Some of you, that's going to be the challenge. The Nine of Swords with the Page of Swords. As soon as I flip that upright, that will be the challenge, is not letting things get the best of you. Ten of Swords. Take too much energy away from you. Okay? Because if you do, at the end of the day, it was a waste of time. Okay? I feel like you need to embrace who you are. Embrace what you've invested yourself, your time, your love into, and focus on the things that you're passionate about. You also need to be careful of deceptive energy. There will be some deceptive energy around you that wants to come in. Anytime you try to move forward with great progress, there's somebody that wants to come in and disrupt it. And it just shows their character or where they are. Maybe that they're trying to say everything is fine when it's not. And I feel like you don't need to carry that with you. I feel like you're smarter than that, Gemini. I feel like you're smarter than that. And I feel like you know that. I also feel like you're going to find success, not only in what works out for you. I just feel like the things that you try to pretend like they don't bother you. I feel like you don't need to worry about what hasn't happened yet. I feel like you just got to put the work towards it. And I think if you do this, you will win. You do it. I don't feel like you lose. I feel like just move towards it. Somebody young that you deal with, younger than you, whether it's a child, whether it's a younger person you know, they may open up more communication, or you may start getting more communication from past people as well. This has probably already started to happen for some of you Geminis. Something about this communication, and I feel like you're going to be the listening ear. You're going to be the listening ear. I want you to remember, you can be the one who listens. You can be the one who kind of, people confide in or go to as far as trusting. But I want you to be patient. And I want you to remember that your goals are just important as other people's shortcomings. Don't let people that are struggling to find their way, get you stuck on your path. I feel like this is something that's very important for you. And I feel like, I get this. I've already attained this, and I want to help, or I want to show that I can be of worth or of support. Sometimes the best support is moving away from situations that'll slow you down from the trials or the victories that you're supposed to head towards. Letting go of things that aren't yours to burden with or be bothered by. Finding out how to balance situations so you don't always feel like a rock in a hard place, especially if it comes across to you at times where you feel like, I do so much for other people, but nobody fucking helps me. I open my heart up. I do so much for other people, but why does it never come back to me? Kind of energy. I feel like love is going to be something you should be focused on. The love that may not feel like it's been showing up or there for you. I feel like this is the time. I feel like this is what you should focus on. Anything that comes towards you of stuff you've already worked your way out of, I don't feel like you're supposed to go back towards that. I feel like you're supposed to open up towards the future that's good for you. Your imagination isn't going to tell you to go towards something you've already dealt with. It's going to tell you to go towards something that you really have wanted for a while, for a long time. And it's going to help you with the emotions. Some of you, if you've been in a heartbreak or a situation where things were bothering you, or if you felt like you couldn't trust love, well, guess what? I feel like you're making the decision to move away from that energy. I feel like you're bossing up. I also see that you're thinking, I need to play with trusting my strategy or the practice and not letting anything come towards me. Basically seeing things clearly, having the right judgment, and if I have to, putting your foot down, speaking up, or the four of Pentacles, protecting what you've already invested yourself into and seeking the change that makes sense to you. I feel like this is what brings and creates great balance for you. Leave everything else behind in the cold. What you've established is what you've established. What others are trying to gain or establish, I feel like they become a past tense energy. I feel like watch out for energy vampires is what I'm trying to tell you. I feel like you need to have the awareness of this and manifest the things that are bringing great fortune or happiness for you. You got that happy card 3 times, and I wanted to know why. And I feel like it's because you got to continually manifest the things that are important in your life. And if other people come around, they have no idea what's important in their life. It's not the battle for you to figure out. Let them learn on their own. That's what I see for Gemini. I said that, and we ended at 55. Change needs to happen. Doesn't mean it's you. Some of you may be looking for different changes, different pursuits, different things to bring in happiness or that love connection. That may be something you're wanting, but it doesn't feel like there's an issue with you here. It feels like there's outside external sources that want to take too much from you, and you need to take back your power. I feel the powerful energy inside of me where it's like Gemini doesn't need to carry the weight of the world. I feel like you've already done this for so long. It's time to kind of enjoy yourself and really focus on the things that are going to make you happy in 10 years when you look back. Really recognizing, I wanted this, I aimed to get this, or I was planning to do this, and in 10 years you did it. That's more versus I tried to help all these people, and me trying to help all these people, I never got what I wanted. I don't want to see that for you. Okay? I hope that made sense. I know that was kind of a mouthful, but let's go. Here we go. Here we go. I wish I could listen to music right now, but it's like they'll discredit the video. So I won't do that. I won't put it in my ears. I'll listen to music. I could probably try real low while I read, but I don't know. The microphone picks it up. They won't let this video be seen to like many people. It still might not get seen as much as I'd like, but we'll see. Here we go. It's a really nice bag, by the way. I don't want to run it over with my chair, so I'm going to put that over here. That bag that the tarot deck was in. Something else. What's showing up for Gemini? What other messages are here? What's showing up for Gemini? What do we got for you? Let's go. Ooh, it stood up on its side. Let's see what you get. Queen of Swords. So I just get somebody's fucking with your peace. I'm sorry, but I feel like somebody's fucking with your peace. And I think you're well aware of this. What the fuck? I feel like somebody's trying to meddle with your peace. And the message for me is don't let them get you down. If this message resonates for you, if somebody's meddling with your peace or with your authority, take a step back. Look at what they're doing and try to analyze for a second. Try to analyze. Try to be very analytical about why they would do something of this sort. But then let it go. And then after you let it go, try to focus on where you want to be or what's best for you. And don't tell everybody. Something about keep it to yourself. Know where you want to go with this 3 of Wands energy. Hold this to yourself. Nobody needs to know everything. And I feel like that puts you kind of ahead of the course, the direction, the way the boat will sail in the water. I feel like that's what's important for you. Yes, it did say it was at peace 315 on the card. Thank you, at peace, for the tarot deck. I see your I missed the unboxing of new tarot deck. I had to scroll back. I'm glad he liked them. Thank you, at peace 315. My son was born on 316. 3 of Swords. I had to think about that. I'm like, wait a minute, was it 316 or 319? No, it was 316. Here we go. So your message is simple. Anybody that's trying to taunt you or challenge you, I almost want to tell you to take it for now as like challenge accepted, but also be prepared to get organized to where if they keep getting in the way or in your way, something about somebody wanting to get in your way, build a new direction. Focus on a direction that they have no power over. Why is this coming out? Show me something else. What's showing up for Gemini? It did want to show up. I'm going to give it to you. You also get a message like Taurus. You need to start investing or saving your money, working on it, doing a little better with putting your money in the bank or not spending so much. Something about stop spending your money. You're definitely ready for like the commitment. It's telling me a commitment, the 10 of Cups, and everything that comes with it. Some of you, it's a matter of how long do I have to wait for the excitement? How long do I have to wait for the excitement? And you know what tells me that? The Strength card behind it all. The Chariot in reverse makes me feel like you're sick of waiting or it not being around. The Empress makes me feel like you're tired. You're tired. You could be a mom too. The Queen of Wands, to the Knight of Swords, to the Star reversed, to the Movement. Some of you also are trying not to fear making future mistakes like the past ones, is what it says. With the with the Six of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Five of Wands reverse. I feel like you don't want to do that again. Some of you are very, very, and you have this certain attitude. Like, I need to be certain on my fortune or my future or my life ahead, my partnership ahead. This is something that weighs your mind all the time. Emotionally, you think about this. I feel like communication. Communication could be kind of like the problem. I get this lack of communication. I don't feel like you're emotionally invested in somebody that you've already been married to. I don't feel like their emotions are as strong as they used to be. They don't have to be married. Could have been engaged. Could have been with them for years. Something of the sort. You were with this person for a long time is what I'm feeling. Here we go. Well over 5 years. Here we go. The wheel. I'm trying to be patient. You got to be patient about it. You have to. Okay, I got you. I feel like you're trying to be patient with situations in love, but you're also trying to be patient in the now. This is different. You have the Temperance with the High Priestess to the Hierophant. I feel like you're going through a lot of lessons, or you're feeling like, I feel a tug of war. I feel like a tug of war. This may feel like making the right judgment calls in a lot of areas and feeling like you have to tackle too much at once, whatever that's about. The Page of Cups to the Seven of Swords. You also may feel as if I just get somebody gets away with too much, whether it's not helping with children or not investing in children. They're getting away with too much, and you're sick of knowing this. I feel like I just get like this Gemini wants to run away from the problem. I just get this. I need to run away from the problem or solve my problem with love. The Knight of Wands and the Hangman. You could be. I just feel like you're seeking a lot of great changes right now. I feel like the things that you want to see change or the victories you've wanted to have haven't shown up, and you're just hoping to see balance with them. The easiest way to work towards this is just to start investing in the things that make sense and having no worry. I feel like you need to save your money, but you need to start investing in things that are going to work out. I don't feel like you've had the time or put the effort in as much as you'd like. I feel like you're passionate about the creation of it. Something about the creation of it, it just hasn't happened. It hasn't fully showed you the happiness. I feel like this tarot deck should have been read first, before that tarot deck too. I feel like you should have heard this message before the first message. I feel like it's easy. Some things, you heard the term, some things are easier said than done. Well, I feel like you got to really focus on I feel like you want to focus on being passionate, on opening up strong lines of communication with fiery, passionate result. But I also feel you have a yearning energy, wanting it to collide, wanting it to build. And I do feel like it will. I do feel like the answer is it will. I just do feel like you may have to be patient with this. You may have to have patience with this situation. Anything else for Gemini? Anything else for Gemini? Transformation, clarify, death, rebirth, restructure. So you could be going through a great restructure or a rehaul in your life this time, or knowing that's exactly what your life needs. Anything else for Gemini? Show me something. Anything you got? Ooh, some of you, it may not be all of you, but some of you, the only thing it's telling me that's holding you back, the death upright, the Ace of Swords reversed, the Devil upright, the Two of Swords upright, the Emperor, the past in reverse, the Seven of Coins, or basically you paying attention to the past or recognizing the past for what it is, with the Three of Swords and the Eight of Swords. For some of you, what's holding you back, I'm going to tell you, for some of you, the only thing you're letting hold you back is accepting what can be, what can happen. Kind of worrying about what the outcome would be or if it's going to be the right outcome. Being afraid of what's going to happen kind of energies, but this may not be for all of you. This is going to be for a certain portion of you that it makes sense. Not knowing the outcome and being more worrisome about how everything plays out for you to get to where you want to be. That's what it's telling me, making me feel. All right, we're going to move on to Cancer in a second. Here we go. All right. Let's turn it back on for a little bit. And we'll do Cancer's energy. Cancer. What do we have for the zodiac sign of Cancer? What do we have for Cancer? Ooh, those taste like shit when they get warm. Ugh. Just like hurt your teeth. There we go. I don't have anything else to drink, so I'm going to be drinking that. Oh, well. What do we have for Cancer? What's showing up for the zodiac sign of Cancer? All these? Are you for real? They didn't want to go back in. Why do I got to give you the message like this? Sorry, Cancer. I'm sorry. You start out with, you lying. Don't be a liar, bitch. Like it says you lying. Everything is fine. No, the fuck it's not. Everything is fine. She's been stabbed about 100 motherfucking times. Everything ain't fine. Everything is fine. They didn't stab me in the coochie, but they stabbed me every fucking where else. The Ace of Wands and the Six of Swords energy. I'm going to tell you something here. I feel like you're trying to hold on and structurally stay sound in a situation where the passion you have for situations, you're trying to pretend that everything is fine. It doesn't feel fun. The Six of Swords, I do feel like you feel alone or at a distance with being passionate about things. But you have this, I'm portraying the role that everything's kosher. It's not fucking kosher. The Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. Some of you, this just makes me feel like it's been a long time serving you with that Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Others of you, the Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, if it's a work situation, work started to take off, started to look good, the investments were working out, or the paychecks were nice, and then all of a sudden things went to shit and you felt like you had to start all over. Something like that. Clarify anything you can for what's showing up for Cancer. What's showing up for Cancer? Show me the message for Cancer, please. What's showing up for them? I feel like no matter what, you're going to put the work towards figuring out what's going to work out. So if you had issues with career, I do feel like you're going to build yourself out of that dilemma. I feel like you'll become aware, the moon card, you'll become aware of how to basically, if at one point you felt like the Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, but then you felt like everything stopped abruptly, Page of Pentacles and now you're trying to get back to the King of Pentacles energy, Three of Pentacles. I feel like you're working towards it. And I also feel like you're aware that it was needed to take place. Here we go. Anything else for Cancer? What's showing up for Cancer? Show me something about that everything is fine card, please, for Cancer. What do we got? Two of Pentacles. So it's telling me, even though you say everything is fine, with the Two of Pentacles in that Tower, you know you need great change, instability, and communication. Go to the bottom. Five of Pentacles. What are you trying to manifest? I feel like you're trying to manifest. Clarify the chair. You're trying to manifest fixing either a career situation or making sure the career that you work for is suitable, but also mending a relationship. You have two things going on. It's telling me this is probably very like almost a fucking private reading for somebody. This is very specific. So it tells me that you're at a distance. You want to manifest a connection that's out in the cold. The Chariot, you're here with the Two of Cups. You have truth and clarity on a situation that you miss and you want to bring back forward together. You have the clarity. There was a lot of toxic bullshit that might have gotten away or disrupted the situation. I do feel like you want to put the work in love, be the knight to mend a situation emotionally, but I don't feel as if right now the decision's been made to move towards or fix a broken. There's a dilemma. It's telling me there's a dilemma that upsets you, that hurts you or hurts maybe both parties invested. And the problem is, do you need to have that emotional bond, that emotional connection? Two people need to connect. Could be two women, could be two men. It doesn't matter. I feel like they've been at a distance emotionally from each other for too long. And the only thing they can play with is the imagination of what could be. And I don't feel like that's the correct judgment. I feel like that's not the correct judgment. I feel like that's gotten them nowhere. And it's funny that card's in reverse. I feel like it's gotten them nowhere. I feel like they want to be here, but it's made them feel like there's nothing in the cup. There's no horse moving its legs. I feel like the Five of Cups has put them in a situation of sorrow, regret, and they want to be at peace. They want to find true love with the situation. The King of Wands, too, with the change, I feel like you're very passionate about change. Somebody could fear that it'll come in, that it'll get balance or show victories. You can't preordain a situation. You should never try to preordain a situation to happen unless you're me. I had to do that. Like, unless you're psychic as fuck, do not do that. Do not tell a mofo what the fuck's going to happen, how the fuck it's going to happen. I will not give you a time frame, but do not try to manifest in your mindset the shortcomings of a situation unless you've proven it solid over and over and over again. Half the time I'll do this, people will be shaking their head at what the fuck I have to tell them. And then it will happen. And I'm not touching these. So unless you've figured that power out and aligned yourself with that energy, don't do that. Because I feel like you've got to remind yourself, you have all the keys, you have all the tools. They're all at your disposal. That's what this card's about. That's who you are. I just feel like you've been holding back. That Temperance energy, I feel like you're not willing to pick those sticks up and throw them on the ground. And I feel like it's time to build away from that problem. If you're a woman, it feels like there's a connection around you. Let me just tell you a little story of what I'm feeling. All right? Shit. All right. So if you're a woman, it feels like this has gone on for way too fucking long. If you're a man, I feel like you have the opposite story, and it's a love situation. Like you haven't had any sex in a long time, and you want to fall in love with somebody or meet that counterpart. The man's getting a total different story. I feel like I'm mostly reading into a relationship issue. Also, a little bit of a poverty situation or up and down battle with money or happiness with the career setting that you've pre-existed or lived in. Something of the sort. Okay, let's keep going. Anything else for Cancer? Strength. Upright. Remember, these need to be upright. I feel like the best thing you can do is be strong and trust making the right decisions. You may need to open up. Some of you need to learn how to open up, is what it tells me. Lighten up or lighten up the situation. I feel like the hermit, she's in her dark room, but the hermit knows what needs to be done, knows that nothing's going to change without great strides, efforts. And I feel like you know, and you're the one that's strong enough to know this. I do feel like you were being patient, almost testing the waters or waiting for the waters to show up for you, waiting for it just to like come in like a bat at night. And, you know, I don't think that's working out for you. I think the best thing would be to recognize what happened in the past and try to build a momentum about the outcome. So have you recognized the situation or what happened in the past? I'm going to stick with the woman's story. I'm sorry, guys. I feel like you got to do something about it. This makes me feel like you have to do something about it because I feel like it's right now, it's not moving, not in the way you would like. For a woman out there that has Cancer in, their astrology somewhere, this could also be something about you're somebody you used to fight with a lot and you're not giving into that person or the arguments. You may not be a full Cancer. It's just in your house, your close houses, like it could be your moon or your right. I don't know, something like that. The 9 of Cups, the 3 of Cups, the Wheel, and the Hanged One. I feel like you're tired of sitting back. I feel like you need to open up with communication. And I feel like you need to just go towards this, seek the balance out. And if the balance is going to give it a chance, because I feel like somebody's holding back from the investment. I feel like somebody's holding back, but 9 of Pentacles really fucking wants to invest. 8 of Swords could have a little bit of fear, sorrow, anxiety, lots of fucking anxiety, or I'm over it. Lots of fucking anxiety over a situation. Make the decision, because if you don't, you miss out on one thing, and it's your true happiness. That's what I see for Cancer. On the male's perspective, I feel like things in work and love haven't planned out the way they wanted. And I feel like if I was going to read a man, I won't read a tarot for you because I'm not going to. I'm just going to tell you sitting here. For the man, I feel like a lot of things have felt like they have not shown up the way you wanted, or you felt like you've wanted to learn how to establish more. But every time you go to do something for the better, there's these fucking little rocks that become bigger rocks. Then these bigger rocks become boulders in a way. And you're trying to figure out how to remove these boulders. That's the energy I see for the man. Okay. Let me turn that off for a little bit. Anything else for Cancer? Anything else for Cancer? I gotta see what time it is. I'm reading way too slow. All right. Here we go. Cancer. Anything else for Cancer? What do we got? You've got the victory card. Let's see why you get the victory card. Clarify the victory card for Cancer. What's the victory about for Cancer? Show me what's going on for Cancer. Ooh. I feel like I need to tell you something. I feel like there's a Cancer that feels like either love's too late or bringing a connection back is too late. And I feel like you got to stop with that bullshit. I'm going to be real. This is going to be a really real reading for Cancer. Buckle the fuck up. I feel like you got to stop with that bullshit. You got to let that go. You got to start manifesting and believing things can work out. And I feel like you know this. Stop fucking doing this. This shit right here. This shit right here. What does Cat Williams say? This shit, nigga. This shit, nigga. I don't usually say that, but this shit right here, nigga, or whatever he says, isn't working for you. I feel like what's going to work for you is moving towards things that are going to make you happy. I'm over it. The Knight of Swords make you happy. Is that man or woman smiling because they're doing things that are they challenging themselves? I feel like you're in a great challenge, and you are aware of the challenge that you could put yourself in. I feel like you've got to put on the bigger shoes, or you've got to you heard the term dodge a bullet. I feel like you have to bite the bullet. Something about just get it over with. Do it. Whoever this is with, you don't communicate. That's all I feel like I'm getting out of that. 2 of Wands reversed, the 5 of Wands. There's been a lot of conflict, maybe a lot of disruption or delays in the establishment of opening up the emotional support or connection. There is no communication. This could be with a mom and a daughter, a mom and a son. The 7 of Swords and the Ace of Wands. I feel like the passion has been out for so long that you're not trying to let it stress you out, but you're still emotionally attached to it. And you can't tell me you're not. I'm tapping my foot like an old fucking man. My right foot's tapping. I'm gonna be a grumpy bitch in this reading. Like, I feel like you can't deny how you feel about this person, or you're hoping this person feels the same way about you. So somebody's getting over the defeat of a situation is what it's telling me, whether it's you or them. One of the 2 of you have decided to let this go or let it ride out and be what it's going to be. But I don't feel like that's helped you balance out the situation or gained you any footing at all. I feel like it's kept things at a distance, and I feel like that's not the answer here. I feel like the answer here is put in the work so you guys can rejoice in celebration. I also feel like I feel like somebody feels like they're going to be left behind or put out. Like the person won't value your opinion or your words. So maybe it's going to take a little more than your opinion. Maybe it's going to take a little more than your words. Maybe it's going to take what your words have to say and the actions that follow your words. Maybe it's going to take more than one time. There's nothing wrong with that, but I feel like that's what Cancer's got to go through. I don't have that Cancer. Your reading feels, a lot of these feel too damn specific today. I'm just going to be real. Not all of them, but a couple of them feel very specific. So this is going to be, take it as it flies. That's all I can say. All right, we're going to move on to Leo. It's funny. I'm going to show you these. Cancer, we'll stay on you for a minute. I'm going to show you these. That one, this one, and you. And you. It's about decisions. I feel like the past, I feel like you've had to endure or overcome a lot of the past Cancer signs. But I feel like it's taught you great strength. And I feel like you haven't forgotten how to basically, if things weren't stacking up or making sense or building the way you want, I just feel like it can still happen. I just get this, it can still happen. It can still be there for the taking. I feel like both people, I feel like it can be established, connected. I do feel like it can have the balance that it doesn't show. The judgments that haven't been happening or the happiness that has been non-existence, it has something to do with the past and it hurting. It hurting a lot. It hurts a lot. It's, and I feel like both parties don't want to communicate about it. They don't. It is what this tells me. They don't want to communicate, or they don't trust it, and they're lying about what could come out of communication. You ever heard the saying, 2 wrongs don't make a right? Well, somebody's got to put their foot, put their money where their mouth is and establish just being honest about it. At the end of the day, it's not only going to, it may give you the peace of mind that you should have done something a long time ago and recognize and uplift you in a way where it's like, wow, I chose to be the bigger person. I did what I needed to do. And if that person's not willing to approach you, don't think that person's going to forget about what you did, or eventually the wheel's not going to start to spin in a favor of either curiosity or missing. Something like that. Whatever feels like it's missing or feels out of balance, it all starts with the communication that needs to happen. There's a lot of dead silence here, and I feel like it's with the growth or the action towards opening up emotionally and trusting the outcome. You know, and I don't feel like it's a lose here. I feel like the only lose is if you don't go after it. If you don't go after it, that's where you lose. Okay, that's Cancer's reading. Cancer. I hope it works out. Well, I hope it's already worked out for the Cancer that may make sense to. Leo, give me a second. I'm gonna make it so I can see the Pentacles. If it's a work situation. Whoa, there's my voice. All right. Oh shoot. Hold on. Oh no. We're just gonna have to turn them up, right? I screwed them up. Here we go. Leo. Let's see what we have for you. Let's see if we can get the light off my face a little bit. Okay. That's probably better. I don't know if it's better for you guys, but it's better for me. 5 of Wands reversed and the Wheel of Fortune. I can't do the 5 of Wands reversed. So watch out for fuck. This better not be for me. 5 of Wands upright, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, everything wants to come out reversed for you guys, but we're not doing that with this deck. Knight of Cups. Don't let people meddle in situations. And if they try to meddle in situations, whether it's something you're invested in, you may have to make a decision. Are you going to let this happen? Or are you going to stay tall, proud, and clear and move on from situations that meddle, whether it's in your work or in your love situations? In other words, don't let other people set the course of your direction, whether it's career-wise or in love. That's basically what it's telling me so far for Leo. Control the narrative, Leo. Definitely control the narrative, especially if somebody's trying to get into your shit. The 5 of Wands reverse. It feels like it should be reversed, but it's upright. I feel the need to say, don't let this in. Whoever that's for, don't let them in. The Hanged One. Why do you have the Hanged Man? Leo. What's showing up for the zodiac sign for Leo? Okay. I do get the energy with the Hanged One, the Empress, the 6 of Wands, and the World. Thank you for the super chat, Soul Star Seer. I think that's the number 2 from you. Thank you so much. That's very nice of you. 6 of Wands, the World. I get the energy with the Hanged Man and the Empress over here. I get this energy where you're going to be busier this year. I feel like you're going to be a lot busier this year. Probably through Leo season, probably have been this year, taking on more than you normally would take on. I get the energy like this. You're just going to be kind of either very busy and not really have time to sit back as much as you'd like. Anything else for Leo? What's showing up? Some of you could be learning new things, or some of you are learning how to balance out things that upset you in the past. So situations that may have upset you in the past, it's telling me you're learning how to balance them out. Things that I just feel like things that may have made you feel like they were dishonest with you, definitely felt dishonest with you, or treated you incorrectly. Look at her face. Does she feel like she was treated correctly in the past when she thinks about it? Absolutely not. The 6 of Pentacles to the 9 of Pentacles. I feel as if you're balancing out the scenarios and letting it go. I also feel like you are going to start communicating more with trusting where to go or who to connect with. I feel like you're going to focus on, I get this love and career energy for you for a while. Career and love are going to be your excitement. That's the exposure you're aiming for. That's the judgment you're heading towards. There's your career. Here's your trust factor. Here's the pickup of communication. Here's you taking the risk. Here's you putting in the work. Here's you wanting to see the work come towards you. What hit the ground? Let's look together. I was wondering if you would show up. Death and rebirth. Clarify death and rebirth, and we will shuffle. Clarify the death and rebirth for Leo. What is happening? Show me what is happening for Leo, please. What is going on for Leo? Came flying out. Six of Cups. Are you recognizing that the past? I feel like you've seen enough. You've dealt with enough from the past. And I feel like you're not going to let that get in the way of your momentum building. Something about I need to build momentum and I need to move quicker, faster. Almost as if, you know how they say a lion's lazy, and it is a pretty lazy fucking jungle animal or whatever, safari animal. But you know how the lion's always laying down, licking its arms, or just fucking laying in the hay or whatever the fuck it's laying in the high grass. It's just chilling. It ain't doing shit. Well, I feel like you're going to be more on the go. And I feel like you're also going to be going towards celebrations. And there's you on the fucking go. Look at the motorcycle at the bottom. I feel like you're going to be more on the go. And I feel like it's towards love. I feel like it's you recognizing you deserve love. And I feel like it's you opening your heart and hoping somebody will open their heart to you. And with what? How about that motherfucker? Love and money. I'm fucking over your shit. I'm done. Put a fork in me. Your reading's easy. Have you had a little bit of stresses to deal with? I think so. Have you been trying to balance them out? Yes. Has it rocked you a little bit emotionally? Of course it did. But at the end of the day, the Two of Wands, I feel like you had to make a decision not to let anything trample on one fucking thing. And that's you. That's you being the sun. That's you being happy. There may have been times or days where you weren't getting as much sleep as you would have liked, or where things felt like they were all against you, or you were wondering if it's worth worrying about. I feel like you're starting to pick up where you left off or recognize, no, I'm going to be the one to make the changes, or I'm going to communicate what I want. I'm going to make it happen. Maybe you're going to look into this. Don't look into the sun for too long, but maybe you're going to look into the sun or the stars. Or maybe you've already done something of the sort, or maybe you're already pre-manifesting what you want. A lot of it feels like it's the love. It's to sit at the table with that person, to have something that you had that's been away from you for a while. I do feel like you have the opportunity. I'm going to tell you to meet people. I feel like if you haven't been going towards people, I don't feel like that sticks around for much longer. Watch out for an ex not liking what you're doing. Seven of Wands, Ace of Swords reversed, Two of Swords. There's somebody that may not like to see you get what you want, especially if you've had children or child with this person. I feel like somebody may not want to see your dreams come. Somebody just may be like a stuck-up or an arrogant person. Like, I can move on and sleep with other people, but you can't. Especially if you have kids with them. Like, they won't be happy or they don't want that. I don't like that energy. But you may have dealt with somebody like that. Very insecure or very immature when it comes to truly wanting you to identify the happiness. That's not going to be for all, but that will be for some. Some of you have that kind of energy on the opposite side of you. Fuck that. Nine of Wands, Five of Swords, and the Two of Cups. Move to the journey. Work towards the power. Work towards trusting and building the relationship that your soul desires. I feel like you need to hear this. Your soul desires that you want to be committed to, and the change that you seek. I feel like you've been so wrapped up in work, making time for things that are important to you, but it hasn't been love or the passion that you desire. And I feel like that's all about to change. I feel like it's all about to change. Everything is fine. The Queen of Pentacles. Money looks good for you. What's the awareness going? Page of Pentacles. If it was struggling, I feel like you might have struggled with money recently, within the past year, maybe a little bit longer. And I feel like you're coming out of that energy and you're focusing on love and money now. And I feel like that's what you're trying to manifest. You're going to have some sticklers. This tells me you're going to have some sticklers, or you're going to have some people who don't really care about your outcome, or seeing you get what you deserve. I don't like that energy, and nobody should be that way towards you. So wish them well and wish them on their way while you find your way. That just means it could be as stupid as like nobody can have you. You're my candy. You're too physically attractive, and nobody can have what I had with you. And I don't want to say they treat you like you're not good enough. They just don't want you to be with somebody else. Energy. I don't care for that, because it's like, well, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? I don't know why I'm putting that, but I don't get it. All right. If a blatant sign for somebody is if they treated you like a child, or like you needed to do more, or like they were better than you. That was a telltale sign of me reading their energy for you. If they just were misguiding your reputation, or they tried to pinpoint your weaknesses against your strengths. If they tried to, some of you, it could be a little bit of manipulation, but it feels more like they were trying to basically make you feel like you're not the dominant force in the relationship. Like they're everything and you're not. That's not how it should go in any fucking relationship. Whatever. Over. Let's keep going. All right. Here we go. Now, if they treated you that way, whether you're a woman or a man, I hope you said, sit the fuck down. I hope that Leo fire, I hope that fucking lion came out like, bitch, sit your bitch ass down. Who are you talking to? And I hope it came out in a manner where it was so pleasantly, unsurprisingly amazing that the person didn't know whether they should be shaking, their knees should be shaking, or they should be shitting or pissing themselves kind of energy. To be honest. Fuck that bullshit. Anyway, anything else for Leo? Anything else for Leo? Gotta be quick because I'm running out of time. Ooh, what do we got? Making decisions. Some of you are going to make decisions. Some of you, it's career-based. Or if it's not career-based, it's what's going to make sense to invest in. Some of you, it's the who. That's swords. I get this with the owl. It's the who to invest in and who not to invest in. The fool's reversed in balance. I feel like you're going to be very careful for this. I'm going to tell you for the rest of this year with who you work with, or who you trust, or who you allow in. And if you feel like you can't trust them, they're not coming near you. You're like, nah, fuck that. I'm not gonna dig my own grave or dig a ditch. You can dig a ditch. You can stay at a distance. I'm good. See you later, sayonara kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? Hasta la vista, baby kind of energy. Like, no, fuck, no. I'm going to focus on what I want. I'm going to focus on what I need. And this could be fulfillment, I'm going to tell you, not only with trusting yourself and being patient with yourself, but fulfillment in career. And I'm going to say love. I feel like it's love. See what you get. Ooh. Oh, ain't that some shit? Booyah! Two of Cups. The Wheel. Trust in yourself, even if it feels like it's not showing up right away. So even if this doesn't feel, these are the two that jumped on the table. This is on the bottom of the deck. I feel like even if it hasn't shown up right away, this is what you're going to work towards. And you're not going to let anybody get in the way of it. I also feel like you have a very dominant energy of career is my goal, fixing things that have gotten in my way, not letting things get in my way, taking my ownership and finding this on the way to it. And kind of laughing about it as you do it, smiling, having that kind of demeanor of, bitch, I told you so. Look at her face, like kind of smirking and shit, not giving a shit. Why? Because it's probably not been there for too long, and I think it's time for the change. I also feel like the past tried to play with your imagination or keep you stuck. It can't, because you're going to find what you're looking for, or what you're looking for is going to find you. You may have had to go through a lot of learning to get here. You may have felt like people weren't paying attention or listening to you, or weren't giving you the time of the day, or they were making you exhausted. I feel like, yes, some of you could still be going through this, is what it's saying. Some of you are still going through this, still fighting the battle. It's only for so long. Things only stay the way they're going to stay until they bring in the great new rains of happiness. Things can only keep you down for so long. And I do believe if you have the strength to imagine or even ask for it, it can be given. It can be received. This person looks like they're laying in bed thinking about the thoughts. Are they asking for what they want? Are they aware of what they want? Probably are. It's probably you being the fire sign. Going for the manifestations. That's your reading. Good for you. I feel like you can get what you want. And I feel like there's not going to be a lot that can stop you. I don't feel like a lot can stop you. I feel like you just need to keep building more and more, whether it's towards telling yourself, just tell yourself more and more of what you want, and watch more and more of it kind of just happen. Something about, you need to hear this. This is the time to tell them. If you want the things to show up, you've got to show up for them. And I feel like if you keep asking for them, all of a sudden it starts to be something that shows up, or it feels like it wasn't there just to be resurrected or to be given to you. There's the strong given energy around you. Like, it can be yours. It should be yours. Anything else? I was going to stop. I want to see. I'm over it. It can be yours. The one card. The world is yours. I feel like your patience has gone thin. I feel like the outcomes have sucked. And I feel like now is your time to get the balance you deserve. It's your time to shine. And I feel like the decision's already fucking made. Wow. I like you reading, Leo. I hated it in the beginning because I'm like, what the fuck? Are you fuck? But it got better. It did get better. All right. Virgo. Let's do Virgo. Here we go. Somebody shit show. I'll show that comment because I said that about the hat. Shit show. Yeah, that's right. Shit show supervisor. I think that's what the hat says. I would love to wear that to fucking work, but I can't. I get fired. That's horrible. Oh my god. Here we go. Let's go on to. I don't think I'd let it bother me. Maybe I'm following the tarot reading of Leo. That's some shit. Here we go. I just saw 111 likes. Thank you, guys. All right, here we go. Virgo. I keep wanting to shuffle these. I'm so used to the shuffle groove. No. All right. What is showing up for Virgo? You keep showing the sun. You're going to stay focused with work, it's telling me. Page of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. You may be communicating ideas or trying new things at work, or for work. Some of you, it's communicating new ideas or trying new things with work. I feel like the risks you take are going to be rewarding. Something about you're going to get what you're looking for, but it only feels that way because you got two things of really putting in the work. The Page of Swords does make me feel like you're going to have to be very, Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, creative or on the fly, kind of on the fly energy. The Fool, I feel like it's worth the risk. I feel like I feel like what may feel like it's taking forever to grow is worth it at the end. The Fool. Clarify anything else thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Lati. I guess, yeah, Lati. 10 of Cups and the Strength card. 10 of Cups and the Strength card. Clarify it. And the awareness. So you're aware that you just want peace and happiness. Why does your reading make me feel like you're just like, I just want peace, happiness, and money? That's it. Just like your reading's over. You're done. You don't need any more cards. Your reading was simple. You're going to get the shortest reading of everybody, Virgo. I want peace, happiness, and money. Clarify the moon for Virgo, please. What do we have for you? Let's see. 3 of Pentacles. Everything is fine. So some of you could be trying to focus more on work or career because things outside of work or career have upset you tenfold. Too fucking much. This is 10 of Swords. Oh, there's my alarm clock. And so you know that is Titanic. All right. How many people are going to laugh in the comments? Oh, wait. No, I won't. Here we go. All right. I'm probably going to have like 5 of them go off. I have a bunch of different ones, and that's one. Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands, Ace of Cups. Yeah, some of you Virgos are this. If you're celibate, this is not your reading. I'm not your reader, but if you're not in a celibate state, you're probably waiting for love to arrive. This is a lot of love energy. 10 of Cups, the Strength card, the Moon, the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Cups. I feel like you're wanting the celebration. to show up with the Eight of Wands energy. You're feeling like it's the right time. You may have felt like you had to release the past. This is a strong release of the past. What didn't work in the past. And you know what's funny? I'm talking to you and then you show the fuck up. I feel like you know the past wasn't giving you the correct judgment. You've released it. You're focusing on career, but you also want to focus on the things that are going to make your heart happy. And I feel like you're very aware of this. Sometimes things have felt out of balance, and I feel like you've done your best to let it be what it's going to be, to not let it keep you stuck. The Three of Cups makes me feel like you're so excited about the next endeavor, the next relationship, and you want to be able to trust this person because you couldn't trust the last person. Does this make sense? Because this is fucking starting to make sense to me for you. I feel like you couldn't trust the last person, and now you want to trust the next person. You want the communication to start. You may have had to deal with the person with court system or lawyers or some shit like that. The World card, that may be for some, not for all. The World card and the Eight of Cups. Others of you just had to stay at distance and make the correct decision to make that decision. What is going on? The Six of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune. I do feel like you have truth and clarity on what's going to work or what to go towards and what to stay away from. I also do feel like with the Knight of Cups, you have a good chance of moving towards something that builds a strong foundation with the Ten of Pentacles, something that you've been wanting, something you've been waiting for, something that feels like it hasn't been showing up with the Five of Swords, or was very conflicted, or you were very conflicted about the outcome of the situation. I feel like it nerve-wracked you and you let it go. I feel like that the negative or the toxicity of it is over. I feel like it's behind you. I feel like you've outgrown this. I feel like you started to manifest stronger balance or become humble and decided, why am I focusing on something I can't change? Let me focus on the change I can have. Look at this. The Four of Pentacles is about stability in what you can have, And a lot of it goes around the love situation or establishing the connection and opening the communication to get to one thing. And that's love of Virgo. I do feel like it's open. It's an open source, or I feel like you're channeling a love partner. I feel like you may not know that. I feel like you may not know that you want something so bad that you're channeling something and you don't even know you're doing it. Holy shit. And I never say shit like that. Oh, Jesus, Virgo. Channel me $1 million, would you? I'll take $1 million in a jet, and I'll stop reading for you guys on the beach, drinking fucking Mai Tais and Coronas and shit. I might even buy a fucking tiger. That's crazy. Here we go. Anything else for Virgo? Ooh, two. I love when two come out at once. You're going to have very good communication, or if it's not just about communication, I feel like your forward movement's going to start to be in, you're just going to have luck. I feel like you're going to have luck. I feel like where you were down on your luck before, or felt like you were down on money, I feel like that's turning around for you and the money's starting to build. I feel like when you felt like this, or you felt like you couldn't communicate with somebody, I feel like you've learned, you know what? I got to focus on the things that I'm going to be happy about, or who's going to love me, who I'm going to love. I'm not going to be stuck with the horse shit of the past. That's what your reading's telling me. It took you a while to trust your imagination or face the past, but I feel like you faced the past with powerful change, and now you're excited about the future. I fucking love this reading, by the way. Three of Cups. Did you face the demon? Did you face the devil? Did the person have horns? Did the person's breath smell like dog shit? I don't know. I feel like you don't care, and you're focusing on the growth that you can have, and I think that's powerful, and I like that. That's your reading. I don't want to go any deeper, and I know that was shorter than everybody else's, but if I go too far, I feel like I'll ruin your shit, and I don't want to ruin your shit. I don't want to ruin it. I think you've put enough fight in. I think you're aware of how things have went. I think you've given too much thought, and I think you've came with nothing but love and empathy. I'm over the fucking reading. Love and empathy. I feel like you don't really have to do much work anymore. I feel like it's being guided towards you. I feel like it's going to be a celebration that you want to be committed to, that you've been asking for. I'm done. I'm over it. I don't want to see you upset. I don't want to see decisions go against you or fight with you. Fuck that bullshit. Nobody deserves that energy. That is for my Virgos. I did give you a little more just to offset that I have to speed these up. Okay. Libra. Libra, you're going to be the one that gets the cigarette. Wow. I'm liking these today. It's been a while, so I hope people are still YouTube land and watch and subscribe and enjoy the content. It's only been like 4 or 5 days, but it's been long enough. Here we go. Libra. What do we got for Libra? Dun, 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 dun. What's showing up for you, Libra? Woo! 3 of Pentacles. I'm gonna leave it. I wanted to hop out. It's staying up, and it hopped over my left hand. It's got to stick around. 2 of Pentacles. I get an immediate answer from these cards. This makes me feel you're juggling finances or careers, but you're also trying to juggle happiness. I feel like you're trying to juggle your career with your happiness. There's no happiness there. There's no happiness in the cards. I don't need the cards to tell me what they have to offer. Let me do that for you. I just feel the happiness or wanting the excitement of career to either explode, or I'm going to say you either want to explode or explore more in success in career, but you're also looking for happiness at the same time. And I feel like that you want to manifest it. I think it's something that it's just King of Pentacles, waiting to build, waiting to see it happen, waiting for action, Knight of Swords to take place. Some of it's going to take risks with communication. When it comes to love, here's your answer. I just said I feel like you want to build love. And the Ace of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles. So I do feel like you want to stay steady at your work pace, but you also want love to show up for you. I do feel like the communication has kind of not been there. Whether you haven't been open to it or you've been focusing too much on career, because that could be the issue. Here we go. Libra, you have an energy with the 9 of Swords, the Sun, and your card Justice, where it's like you don't want to be upset. You just want to go for the things that are going to make you happy. And you're aware of this. This tells me you're like, you couldn't lie about it. You couldn't say another thing. You couldn't pretend another thing. You could say it to you blue in the face that it's wrong, and it would be right. That you want both love and career to coincide together, to work, to be in synchronicities with each other. Done. Judgment. That's the outcome. That's the outcome you look for. 9 of Pentacles. She's looking for what she wants. I feel like she knows, or he knows, they can get it. They just may need to trust a little bit more. Some of you, it's about trusting or starting all over. Something about starting all over. Releasing the past. Moving forward and moving fast. Moving forward and moving fast. And I feel like if you open up your heart with the right decisions, they may bring the right outcomes, the right connections. They may make you more aware of how strong you were, how long you waited for something you were wanting to have the whole time. I feel like for some of you, you were trying to pretend like it didn't matter. This woman makes me feel like I was pretending like it didn't matter. Maybe a man even was pretending like it didn't matter or it didn't bother me. Everything was fine. That was bullshit. You were full of bullshit. Your heart was fucking broken. 5 of Cups, you're getting over it. You're letting it go. 5 of Cups, you're letting it go. 5 of Cups, some of you may still feel connected to that person and struggling to believe you can let it go. Some of you are still holding back, but emotionally, I feel like others of you are ready to go forward. Go forward. 7 of Cups. I do feel like it's a great time for you to explore how powerful your imagination is. Also, explore your options. I'm going to say this again. Explore your imagination. Maybe try to trust a little bit more, but explore the options that you have. You're never optionless unless you tell yourself that you're optionless. You only become optionless if you choose to be optionless. And I don't feel like you want to be the one feeling defeated or on, fighting things off. Or maybe you felt this way for too long and it's become redundant, irrelevant. Has it tested your patience? Chariot with the Emperor. You may have had a man test your patience. But at the end of the day, all it did was make you stronger. Make you stronger. Holy shit. All right. I'm staring at this into the 10 of Cups. Stronger and how to go in a direction that's going to make sense. I feel like what might not have fought for you in the past, what might have hurt you in the past, gave you more victories. Full steam ahead. I feel like it's going to make you, it just made you a better person. I feel like it opens your receptors to understanding what to tolerate and what not to tolerate, how to move forward, how to move the fuck on. I feel like it was a strong learning lesson that you've had to adapt and maneuver and change with. And I feel like there's nothing that's going to get in your way of trusting starting over. I feel like you have the opportunity right now to start over. Just because you may have felt trapped or stuck in a situation or mistreated. She feels like she's uncomfortable sitting there with her arms crossed, cold, uncomfortable. Something was wrong. It didn't take everything away from you because it can't. And I want you to remember that. Just because it might not have felt like it balanced out or became at a distance, you might have had to go through the trial and errors of the anxiety, the depression, the lonely days, the time alone. You might have had to take the back seat for a while. Doesn't mean you can't go back forward with stronger connection to the next person. And I feel like you've overcome a situation that at one time felt like you were not going to be able to overcome it. That 2 of Wands, it was hard for you to make this decision. Can I get past this? 4 of Cups, emotionally, it's got me all fucked up. Sometimes the direction we have to go towards is the new direction that we aren't ready or willing to. And I feel like you're becoming ready and willing. That's what I see for Libra. So a lot of you are going to start picking up the pieces of what broke you, is what it makes me feel. What broke you, what hurt you. Some of you may do that on the reflection of how the relationship broke you or hurt you, or things before that relationship that hurt you internally, and working on yourself. However you do it, the best, kudos to you. Okay. I'll give you the other tarot. Hold on one second. Okay. Oh, here we go. So if love doesn't come in first, which it doesn't look like it's going to, it looks like you being more focused on career will come in, and then you'll get love. Some of you are working towards not being deceived in love and trusting and releasing the past still. That's what it's telling me. Some of you, it tells me with the Ace of Coins, the Ace of Cups reversed, the Tower, and the 3 of Wands reversed, that you'll go towards the foundations that you feel you can trust versus going towards love or changing outcomes. Or some of you, it's more or less not worrying about what's already been done too. The Page of Coins to the 9 of Coins reversed, though, to the 2 of Swords, to the 10 of Wands, the 9 of Wands in reverse. I feel as if with the 8 of Swords reversed, the love, and the 3 of Cups, you're not forgetting what you want, but you're not letting the past go. You're not forgetting what had happened in the past, and there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like you're not forgetting what had happened so you can move on, so things can change, probably so you can manifest a brand new beginning. I feel like you have to start somewhere, and it's with trusting yourself. And if you trust yourself, it may just be the plan that you needed, and not fear the outcome. Here's another song. Hold on, I told you I've got a bunch of them. I think this is Interstellar, but I don't know. Okay, that's for Libra. Holy shit, I'm going to run out of time. I can't read everybody. I might have to cut this short, guys. I apologize if I don't get you guys out. I'll continue this reading on, I guess, Sunday and do the rest of the zodiac signs, which kind of sucks because I got to go in like 10 minutes. Well, maybe a little longer. I have a little more time than that. Where are we at? Scorpio. I don't have time to read everybody. I took too long reading. Should have came out like 20, 30 minutes earlier. Here we go. The World for Scorpio. Yeah, that's funny. Your symbol's in the right-hand corner. I feel like you're not going to let anything become an obstacle right now for you. I also feel as if not only do you're it's like you're heading towards victories, and anything that feels like an obstacle, you're leaving it behind. Anything that lied to you or you felt like you were smarter or stronger than. There may have been people or situations that were giving you struggles. I feel like you've moved on from this energy. I also feel like some of you are going to find love or did find love. Okay. The Emperor, I'm over it. Some of you may have found a connection that makes you happy. Not all of you, but some of you may have found a connection or you're on the move towards it. Here we go. Scorpio. King of Pentacles. I feel like your main reach or reach right now is success. I feel like success is I feel like you're very task or goal driven. So you're focused on. Why do I feel like you if you watch tarot and you wait to hear about the successes you're chasing, because you know that you're chasing them, but you're also focused on the love factor. Those two things are like huge for you. There may have been a time where there was something else intervening, like a health situation, but I don't feel like it's there anymore, the health problem. You may have found it hard to make things work at the home situation, juggle situation, something about juggling home or family, kids. If you have children, not all of you will have children, but the ones that do, you may have found it a little difficult to figure out how to make everything work out. 6 of Cups. You may have had a hard time with somebody in the past that you had a relationship with, and I feel like you're doing your best not to let that be a problem, or you're trying not to fight or argue with them. You're trying to be passionate and leave a past energy behind you. Something conflicted or a judgment. Somehow you guys don't see eye to eye. You probably had a child with this person. You did. With that, you had the child with this person is what I feel. The Queen of Wands, you might have had to close your heart off, or they felt closed off to you. The Hermit, I feel like the person may have tried to be childish. I just get this childish energy, and you kind of put your foot down and won't have it. You weren't like you're not going to throw me off balance or mess with my happiness. At one point, you tried to upset me. I had to be guarded. I'm not going to be guarded anymore. I'm going to continue to work on what I care about. I do feel like they did get the better hand for a little while. I feel like you rushed in strong and you said, no. Nothing's going to stop me with where I'm going. And I feel like that's the right direction. This is reversed. I'm going to leave it reversed. The Ten of Swords makes me feel like you had to cut things out of your life that emotionally weren't supportive or that wanted something you had. 8 of Swords is reversed. I don't feel like you have any anxiety towards the situation. With the 3 of Wands, I think you just cut it off or put it away from you. Lost connection, blocked them, deleted them from your life. The 6 of Pentacles with the 9 of Cups. I do feel like you're very emotionally supportive right now, or being emotionally supportive towards others. And I feel like you know that it's brought you a lot of good things every time you've done this. Strange. Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, 7 of Wands, 7 of Cups, Temperance. You may have to be patient when it comes to finding the next great catch. Something about almost like fishing. You may have to be patient for the next person that you meet if you're not with somebody. The Hierophant, Page of Wands, 3 of Cups. I'm just going to tell you, there's going to be opportunity that lies ahead in a relationship, but you may have to be patient to see it come in. The Ace of Pentacles, I'm done. I feel like you'll stay focused on career, and as your career starts to blossom more and more, either a love connection grows stronger, or you become more attached to the career. I also feel like you can trust the decisions that you have to make. The Hanged One. Things may have made you feel like they were hung up or they weren't working out. I don't feel like that's happening anymore. I feel like you've gotten control of it with that 10 of Pentacles energy. I feel like you've overcome a lot of battles. And a lot of the battles feel like people you thought you could trust, something like that. I feel like you've learned that I need to do some things on my own so I don't let people get me here, and I can continue to be here, and that nobody's going to make me feel stuck, and that I can trust these decisions and be creative with my imagination and be ready for love and be ready for what I want and get what I want. I have a feeling you know that, and you've been feeling that for a while. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. You got the Lovers. Some of you may be falling in love. That's weird. One shuffle, the Lovers and the Chariot. The Three of Cups again, and the Happiness card. Some of you may find happiness sooner than you think. It may just be wanting to come towards you. I'm just gonna say, if you're not being guarded, I'm over this. It's gonna move towards you. The same cards keep showing themselves to me. I feel like you have a strong opportunity over it. Your reading's done with love. Maybe you've given yourself enough love, and now other people are going to be drawn to the love you offer the world. You just come off very powerful or very attracting, or it's almost like you magnetize the energy. People want to incorporate their energy with yours, whether their energy can be aligned with yours or it's still working to achieve what you have. Something like that is going on with you. It's kind of different. And I feel like you can enjoy that right now. And you're going to be able to enjoy these relationships. You may have had to learn how to let go of distrustworthy people, or people, thieves. Thieves might have been around you, or people you couldn't trust could have been around you. It might have upset you, but I feel like I feel like it's behind you. I feel like it's behind you. I feel like you've learned that there's nothing going to stop you or cause you anxiety, and that you have a good chance to find a connection with a lover. If you haven't already, I feel like a lot of it has to do with the past relationships you've dealt with and what you've learned from them. For you to get the Two of Cups, the Six of Cups, and then the Sun card at the end. I feel like the things that kept you stuck or hurt you in the past can't slow you down to find one thing, but I keep saying, and that's love. Holy shit, Scorpio. Your reading the same cards just want to keep showing up, so I'm going to leave it alone. All right. I could try to do Sagittarius, but it would probably be the last reading if I do Sagittarius. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end it here. And I'm going to have to change it to all the way from Aries to Scorpio. And we're going to, another day, I'm going to have to do, it'll probably use the same thumbnail so people know. And I'll just change the titles around a little bit, or right after it, Aries to Scorpio, and then go Sagittarius to Pisces. I apologize for this in advance. I did not plan to make that happen. I will use the same tarot decks, and I will probably be out here Sunday morning. I don't know if I'll get some sleep first or if I'll just come out. Thank you for watching, and I apologize that if you are a Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, or Pisces, that I didn't get the chance to read you today, but I will in the near future. And I hope you come to the channel, you like the video anyway, and you get a good message, preferably tomorrow morning. You all have a good day. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye, everybody.